Hi, I'm Rachel,
I'm Julia.
where we live in faith every day.
This is story time.
Hi, guys!
Hey guys. So, welcome to story time. So, we don't know. We were just kind of like, okay, what about forget the heavy contents? And today we'll, just like our channel, Life, Living in Faith Every Day, have a story time about our life.
Yeah.
Right? So how God can like work in our lives and just something more lighter and fun. We're gonna go back to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
This is where everything started.
Yeah, so
Literally.
that trip, a lot happened, but including our our YouTube. That's where it happened. I knew she was new to our. She was coming back to our church, and I was getting to know her.
Yeah.
And then the trip actually brought us together.
Yeah. It's crazy because before that trip, it was a little awkward for her, and it was a little awkward for me too, because I was just like, I knew her 10 years ago. But I don't know her.
I was a baby. I don't remember her at all.
I remember her and her entire crew.
My entire crew. My friends. Yes.
Yeah. So I would follow her on Facebook, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and then I see them on Facebook again and stuff like that. But then we never had a true interaction. Even before.
Yeah.
Gatlinburg.
It was actually at Gatlinburg because we ended up
rooming together.
Rooming together, but then also she took me there. She drove me there.
Yeah.
So
we had assigned cars.
Yeah.
And so I was driving, and then
the van was driving, and then our pastor drove from where he was.
First
with another church member. So yeah, but
and God decided to put me and Julia
together.
in the same car.
Yes.
Funny how that worked out, guys.
And let me tell you, from Duluth, Georgia to Gatlinburg, that is a 3-hour trip right there. A
Close
3-hour
to
drive.
4 hours.
Oh my gosh. And the traffic. Oh, we were in the car. It didn't feel that long though, because we were talking
the whole
so
time.
much. There's so much we talked about. The weird thing is, actually, the way the drive there, it was just very about our life in general, how what we did, and how we knew each other from a long time ago and stuff like that. But then the trip back after Gatlin trip, it got super deep. I don't know what happened, but
Okay, I know what happened. She was just like, okay, Ani, I have a lot of planning to do, and you're gonna be my sounding board, okay? And I was just like, oh, okay. Right?
What?
And so she had her notebook out, and she was like, okay, I need to plan some stuff for church, and blah, 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 blah. And then she was like, I could talk about God all day. And I'm like, yeah, me too. She's like, oh, this is perfect. So we literally talked the entire time about God.
yeah, because at that time, that's when I was starting my relationship with God, because I was doing my studies and everything, and I was just super excited, pumped, and all I could talk about was God. I'm sorry if I hit the mic, but I always do that. But I was super excited, and I was just ready to talk about God, but I didn't know if some people don't feel comfortable. So when I was I could talk about God all day, she was like, yeah, me too. I was like, really? And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. So then we started talking about God, and it was just really nice, because we connected in different levels in our lives, and started sharing really personal, deep stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just wow, we have totally different experiences, but how God worked in our lives is very it's God.
Yeah.
Same character, same person. And I'm just wow.
It's very interesting. Yeah. It was kind of cool too, because on the way there, it was just about us getting to know each other, right? On the way back, it was getting to know each other, and then our relationship with God. So it was just triple the
it connected.
And it was really cool, and that's where we were sparking and stuff. We're we can do so much for the church together, and hey, what do you think about this, and hey, let's do this, and blah 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 blah. Okay, here's the thing. I was driving, so it was really hard for me to look at her. But I could see her arms flailing, okay? I'm what have I gotten myself into?
I know. We just realized we were very silly in our own ways.
Yeah.
But then we were both serious in a certain level and had very similar goals, values, and I was wow, we would kind of work as a team.
Yeah.
But we're completely different as well. Anyways, going back to Gatlinburg, let me tell you guys, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, it's very country, it's very mountainy, so let me just tell you, we went on a cabin trip with our church, right?
Can I talk about the street first? The trip there, the road there?
Yes, you can. Okay, let's back it up.
Yeah, back it up. Okay. This is how very country-y and mountain-y it was, okay?
Oh yeah.
If you look on the GPS, right, the street literally goes curly, 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 all the way around, curly, 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 right? If you went straight across, it would literally be less than a mile, right? But instead, we have to go on this curly, 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 curly loop, curly, curly, curly down, and then over, and then it does it again, right?
Yeah.
It's following the mountain stuff.
Oh yeah. And then my ears started popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. We were
Yeah.
all like, oh, ears popping.
They're
And
like, I'm so dizzy, and I'm like, sorry. The road is like so curvy. We're like so dizzy. Like the kids behind me, they were like
yeah, we were like trying.
So
I think they were
dizzy.
trying to eat something, and we're chewing gum. Yeah.
trying to calm down the nausea.
Yeah, it was crazy. But anyways, so
And then
so I guess we went there when it was like sundown, right? And okay,
It got
the
dark.
roads are so confusing. And
Yeah.
our pastor, we have a group chat. He sent pictures saying, "Hey, like, I know the address is gonna take you here," because there wasn't a specific address. He literally dropped us dropped us a pinpoint, like a where he was.
Yeah.
Because the address wouldn't take us there. It would
Yep.
take us to the office. But this is a cabin, so there's different cabins, and then there's this office that takes care of all the
Yeah.
cabins. So we had to find our cabin, and it's apparently on this huge like mountain.
yeah.
So we ended up going to the office. So we couldn't find it because we couldn't find the sign that he took a picture of because it's dark.
Yeah.
And there's so many awkward roads. It was all dirt road,
Yeah.
all gravel, and we were just kind of like, what is going on? So we're like, okay, let's go back out, and then we finally found what the picture. So
Okay, here's the problem. Too.
yeah,
All right. If that was the only problem, it would be a little bit easier,
Right.
right? But there is no signal.
oh yeah, no, see,
Where Pastor
so
was.
so we couldn't call him either because we were like, hello, like it wouldn't ring. Oh, what he did wrong was he sent us a picture of don't go here. And then he sent a picture of go here. So I was like confused. I was like, oh, we go in here. And so we ended up going in the wrong one. And then it was a shady like house. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was like a house that was like no longer used.
Yeah, we're just like, what in the world?
And it was like a almost like a dump site because there was a lot of like unused furniture and like all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah.
okay, if you guys have ever seen like a horror story or horror movie where someone would take someone to do nasty stuff, that's exactly what the house looked
Yeah,
like.
it was very shady. It was like,
Yeah.
I could see someone coming out with an axe or something. I was so scared. It was all forest. It was dark, pitch black dark.
Not only that, but remember how steep that place was?
Yeah, so we backed out and we found the road that we had to go into. Oh my goodness. The pastor, we got in touch with him and he was just like, okay, I know the road's really weird, but you gotta keep pushing, keep going, right? He kept saying, keep pushing, keep going. So
And we're like, we're not giving birth.
it's like, it was funny because it was funnier because he's starting to become a nurse. So we're just like, oh
Like,
gosh.
we're not giving birth.
Yeah, he's just like, just keep pushing, girls. Keep pushing, keep pushing. I'm just like, But anyways, so it's like a curve. It's a curve around the mountain, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember he was just like, oh, just keep going, and it's dirt road. So it's really hard. She needed to press the excel. And then so we kept going up, and there's this one last turn. He was warning us, like, there's this one last turn. You have to be careful, or else you're gonna fall off the cliff, right? So we're just like, what cliff?
Okay, here's another interesting fact about me. I have acrophobia.
Oh yeah, she's terrified of heights.
So when he said cliff, literally I went, cliff? What cliff? What cliff? Right? He was just like, it's okay, calm down. You probably won't be able to see it. I'm like, but what cliff, really?
Yeah. Yeah, but okay, so that just the drive up there was terrifying. It was really hard, right? And it took a lot of like our mental power, and then like our pastor yelling like, "Gosh, you guys got
Just
this!
keep
It's
pushing."
worth it! It's worth it!" And we're like, "Worth what?" Right? We were like thinking, "Dude, this better be a good cabin or something, right?" We got to the top. Oh my goodness.
The cabin was very pretty.
It was so awesome. It was humongous, first of all. When we first got up there, we were like, it was like glowing because he had all the lights on. And we were like,
oh, do you remember? The moment we saw our pastor, remember what he was doing?
no, I don't remember.
He was just like on top of the porch.
Oh, yeah.
Just chilling, like.
Oh, yeah. So we hung up because I didn't want to hear him saying, like, keep pushing, girls, right? So, like, he was literally on the phone like this, like,
With his
sitting on the
leg.
bench and his leg up, and he was just like,
Just keep pushing. We're like, are you serious?
he's just like relaxing up there. We're just like, are you serious? But seriously, we got up there and then we were just like, oh, we were so exhausted. We're just like, oh, she was super exhausted because she was driving. But we were like, finally, we're here. We went inside. We're just kind of like,
Yep,
like,
no,
got our
going back
stuff.
down again.
and it was like, you guys made it, congratulations. And we did
we're
that for
like-
everyone though. Everyone going through that second, we're just like, good job guys, it's worth it. Push, keep pushing. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And then we went inside and wow, the
It was
cabin
really
was
pretty.
really nice. There was a lot of rooms, there was pool tables, there was a jacuzzi. It was like really foresty, but it was all worth it.
It was like logs, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really like very country style.
Yeah.
But it was like
Super,
luxurious
Yeah, super
country
luxurious,
style.
yeah.
And it was gorgeous.
a lot of TVs. Yep,
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge kitchen, down basement and upstairs.
Yeah.
But okay, so I think of this as an analogy, kind of like, you know, it might look sketchy, it might look like the directions, it doesn't seem right, or like, you know, but again, like with the pastor's help with his directions, I would say like maybe like, you know, that's God giving us direction.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard, but if we keep going through and even like, you know, watching out for those like, you know, those cliffs and stuff like that, it's worth it at the end. It
Yeah.
might be hard, mentally hard, physically hard. Just like
You'll go down
you
the
don't-
wrong path.
yeah, we went down the wrong path, but you turn, you know, just figuring things out. I realized that's life. Really, in our lives, like you go through this thing and it's dark, you don't know what to expect, but you learn from that. You know, and you hear from other people, hey, like watch out for this, watch out for that. And I feel like that's the advice like God's giving us through other
Yeah.
people. And then at the end, it's worth it because there's your, you know, we get
And
to
it's
rest.
beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yes.
Very, very beautiful.
Yeah. So we're just like, yeah.
And
come
here's
on.
the thing. Honestly, for me, when I went up there, I was like, I am not going back down.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, not happening. And when they were like, okay, so we're gonna go hiking or whatnot, I'm like,
I don't want to go.
good luck with that.
Yeah, I think she barely drove.
No, I drove
Oh, you drove.
all of them.
Oh yeah, because I think we didn't have enough rides, right?
That too.
Yeah, because we had a lot of adults, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And wow, we had a big group.
We did.
Yeah, it was crazy. My goodness, we were so tired after that trip because
Yeah.
kids were up all night. Like
Yeah.
it was impossible. But we hope you enjoyed it. We hope this was a little bit like a break from all the heavy content stuff. We did kind of go a little bit here and there, but
Yeah.
you know what?
We can't help it.
Yeah,
it's in our nature.
Yeah, we just love talking about it. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, just leave them below. And if you haven't subscribed already,
Please do so and hit that bell button.
yes.
And till next time.
Bye, guys.
I was gonna say, hope you enjoyed our story time. Bye, guys. Literally. Bye, guys.